This is Smallzy Surgery.
The brand new White Lotus Season 3. It's streaming on Binge from today. Episodes are dropping weekly. Tonight's first cast member who is set to join us, her name is Natasha Rothwell. She plays the character Belinda. She was Jennifer Coolidge's masseuse in Season 1 when they were in Hawaii.
Yeah.
They've been to Hawaii. They've been to Italy. This White Lotus is in Thailand. And we're about to cross to Bangkok, Thailand right now. And I would just like to make a point. I have dressed up for this interview. I've dressed up in a hotel robe. I'm going all White Lotus on this, so let's do it.
I feel really lucky to be here. I want to learn everything I can and bring the magic back to Maui.
Please welcome from the White Lotus, Natasha Rothwell.
There has been more crime on the island.
I'm a little freaked out. I think we need to call the police.
Go big or go home, right?
Mm-hmm. In a goddamn body bag. Hi, welcome to the White Lotus.
Why, thank you for having me at your glorious hotel. My name is Smallzy. I'm just here at the White Lotus in Australia, hoping not to die.
I'm obsessed.
No, I'm obsessed with you, Queen. Hey, the only returning cast member for Season 3.
I know.
Did you not learn your lesson the first time?
No. No, I'm so excited Belinda's back. And I think she's going to learn a different lesson this time.
Okay.
I think that's the beauty of seeing her again, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I don't want to give away any spoilers, but people will be familiar with your character. Your character used to work at the White Lotus, but this time... well, maybe you just tell me a little bit about where we find her in Season 3.
Yeah, I mean, she still works for the White Lotus, and she's in Thailand on a work holiday. So she's, signed up for a program. It's like a work exchange program. And so she's at the White Lotus in Thailand to learn, Thai massage techniques, and she wants to bring that knowledge back to Maui. But at this time, she also gets to be a guest at the White Lotus, which is like an incredible opportunity because we get to see her not in her work uniform. She's able to, flirt with the idea of what it's like to be a guest at the White Lotus.
Does the guest outfit at the White Lotus in Koh Samui look anything like what I am repping?
I hate to break it to you. It is quite possibly a million times more exquisite than your White Lotus.
Okay, well, I tried. Look, I tried.
You did your very best. I mean, the fur collar in and of itself is doing wonders to elevate.
Isn't it just something special? And you know what the worst part is, Natasha? I didn't buy any of this. It was all in my actual personal collection.
You just reached in the closet and found your glamour.
Sadly.
I'm not sadly. I'm very happy.
Now, obviously, we're going to just ask very top line White Lotus related questions because, again, part of the fun of this show is not knowing what's going to happen week to week. But we've seen the White Lotus, obviously, in Hawaii. We've seen the White Lotus in Sicily. And now we're going to see what it's like in Koh Samui, Thailand. If you, as you, Natasha, not a character, were going to choose one of those White Lotuses, which tickles your fancy?
Oh, I mean, the White Lotus Thailand is next to none. It is really special. And the hotel that audiences will see this season that is the White Lotus is actually a compilation of multiple properties where we shot. It wasn't just Koh Samui. We were in Macau, we were in Patong, we were in Phuket, and Bangkok. And so it's going to be really beautiful, I think, for audiences to try to guess which parts were from where. But I think all of the properties we stayed at were, pretty spectacular.
As an actress, is this one of the fun parts of the job? Not only like doing a great character, but then also getting to stay in some exquisite parts of the world?
Yeah, moreover than just where, the hotels themselves, like you said, it's being able to have a career that takes me around the world, which is not dissimilar to how I grew up. My dad was in the Air Force and I moved around my whole life in the States. And so I lived a very nomadic childhood, and my dad's job allowed us to see a lot of the US and the world. And so I think it uniquely equipped me for my job as an actor and being able to travel around.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with a lightning round of questions. Describe Season 3 in 3 words, if you could.
I'm going to give you 4.
Okay.
Buckle the fuck up.
I'm buckled, sister. I am buckled.
Buckled, you're seated, baby.
And now, obviously, I think everyone loves the show, not only because of the characters, but also because everyone has stayed in a hotel. And so I'm just going to throw you some hotel etiquette questions. You just hit me with how you'd respond. All
right.
Towels on the floor after you're done with them in the bathroom, or do you hang them back up for the room service? What do you do?
I either hang them back up or I collect them in the tub.
Oh,
I like
wow.
to keep them off the floor in like a nice little pile.
See, I'm an animal. I would never do it at home, so I just like wherever it falls, wherever it lands.
Just go.
That's
See,
where
you're
it
one.
goes.
You would be not a great. You would be like not a great guest at the White Lotus.
I wouldn't. That's why they pushed me all the way out here to Australia. The mini bar. Do you use or not use?
It depends on how good the hotel bar is. If they make a good cocktail, then I'll order from the menu and have it sent up. Otherwise, I might have. I'm a beer drinker.
Okay.
So if the mini bar has a good beer, that's kind of easy and one and done.
I refuse to pay the exorbitant prices. I just don't like how expensive things are in the mini bar. So it's a no for me.
You got to indulge.
Yeah, that's true. You're on holidays. What about being shown to your room? You know when you stay at those flashy hotels and they want to show you how the room works, like this is how the curtain operates?
Yeah.
I have no time for that. Just leave me to my privacy. How do you feel? How do you feel on that?
It depends on what time I arrive and how tired I am.
Sure.
So
Valid.
if I'm pretty energized and I'm good to go, I'll like discover on my own and thank them very much, tip them, and then head inside. But if I'm exhausted and I don't know how the lights work, especially if I'm traveling abroad and you know, some of those hotels, the lights, you have to put the key card in the wall and
some of these hotels, you need a degree to work out how the
That is
switch
true.
works. You're like, where is the switch? Why do I need an iPad to turn the lights on? This is too much work.
I know, yeah.
And
so
then-
I'll get a tutor sometimes.
That's true. What about this? Some people like to pre-make the bed before room service comes in, just so they don't look, as I said, like an animal. As you would imagine, I could care less. What about yourself?
I get the vibe. For me, I'm a little neurospicy. I make my bed habitually every morning, even at home.
Bless you.
I just when I walk into my bedroom, I need to make it has to be done. So I don't do it for the the optics. I do it for my mental health.
You need to do it so you can function. Otherwise, you're a mess all day.
That's right.
Now, I don't want you to give
right.
any spoilers away, obviously. The great thing about the show is that it takes you on a roller coaster. Is there any part of the roller coaster where you're like, this is insane, episode 7 or episode, like, strap in because that's when shit gets hairy?
I feel like Mike has perfected the slow burn. When you're watching, a lit fuse burn, the anticipation is built over so many episodes. So I'd hate to say just one. It's kind of the compilation and the burn. And then when I tell you the power of the explosion of his writing is. The juice is worth the squeeze.
Oh, I cannot wait. Sorry, well, I'm going to have to go only because room service has just arrived here with my evening meal.
Well, enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I
enjoy
will.
your stay
Thank
at the
you
White
very
Lotus.
much. And one time, if you want to bring your services, masseuse services to Australia, I'd be sure to book in at your spa.
I might go through my my travel agent.
Yeah.
To verify.
I
the
really do
location.
appreciate you putting up with the weirdest shit ever. Thank you very much.
Listen, I come from comedy. I respect it, man.
Bless you, Natasha. Wonderful to meet you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
You're listening to the Smallzy Surgery Podcast.
Hear more from Smallzy live weeknights from 8.
Only on Nova.